plans are to live in a van down by the river. Who's riding higher? Up next is our senior, Bethany Beckett. Bethany is being escorted by her mom, Jerry Beckett. Bethany has been a volleyball manager for 5 years. Her hobbies include getting sodas with Morgan, jeeping or petting with Allison, Bailey, Michaela, and Kelsey, third wheeling with Gabby, and jumping old little kids' trampolines with Brooke, Tess, and Zach. Bethany is also a member of SCCLA for 4 years, SAD 4 years, Student Council for 3 years, and Mentors for 2 years. Bethany's future plans are to marry Justin Bieber. Okay. Plan B is to go to college and major in psychology. Better choice. Miss Bethany Beckett. Our next senior is Sam Grimminger. Sam is being escorted by her parents, Mark and Jessica Grimminger. Sam has been an SGHS volleyball manager for 2 years. Her hobbies include being involved in school, hanging with friends and family, and helping and listening to anyone who needs her. Sam is also a member of NHS for 2 years, NAHS for 2 years, Spirit Club 3 years, Stuco for 4 years, where she is currently historian, A+ program, A honor roll, cadet teacher, FTA, and mentors for 2 years. Sam's future plans are to attend Missouri Baptist and major in nursing with an emphasis in neurology. Miss Sam Grimminger. And the last senior of the evening is Ms. Abby Stolzer, better known as DQ Abby. Abby is being escorted by her parents, Gary and Andrea Stolzer. Abby has been a volleyball manager for 5 years. Her hobbies include singing, acting, photography, reading, hanging out with friends, and spending time with her family. Abby is also a member of choir for 6 years, FCCLA and competitive speech and debate for 4 years, SAD for 3 years, and FBLA and FTA for 2 years. She is a freshman mentor and cadet teacher. She has been a thrower for 4 years and is going to be inducted into NHS in November. Abby's future plans are to study audio and media communications at Webster University in St. Louis and study abroad. She plans to live in Florida for a while and work at Disney. Abby's wishes to get married to her Prince Charming, have kids at 30 or so, live in a castle, and live happily ever after. Ms. Abby Stolzer. Now we give one more big round of applause for all of our senior girls and their parents.
All right, we apologize.
The senior girls and their parents would like to present the coaches with a gift of their appreciation.
We apologize. We had some technical difficulties there. I'm not sure how much of that you caught, but we just had our senior night celebration, and we recognized 6 senior players and 3 senior managers. The players that were recognized tonight were Emma Balsler, Cameron Gettinger, Tess Bowman, Natalie Engel, Riley Meyer, and Hannah Giesler. And all of those players have been with the program for 4 years. And a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this for those ladies, and we're glad to see them get recognized and get some well-deserved applause here. But Coach Dennis Drum is joining us. Like I said, I'm not sure how much of the intro that you guys caught, so he's with us, and he's a man that's very familiar with this program. He was the torchbearer for many, many years, and we're fortunate to have him tonight to call the Valle St. John game. So, Dennis, we'll just assume we didn't hear anything a while ago, and we'll start fresh.
Sounds good. This is always an exciting evening for the kids. Season's coming, to a close, basically getting ready for the tournaments, and I think both teams really like playing this game as late in the year as they do, because it's a good tune-up no matter whether you're talking about the conference tournament or the district tournament. You're not going to get a much higher competitive game than this one.
Right. Not only is it a matchup between 2 talented teams, but it's a great rivalry, and these two teams over the last few years have always managed to bring out the best in each other. So we're expecting a great game here tonight, no different than what we've seen in years past. And I know you've seen some dandies over the years, Coach.
Yeah, I have. Been involved in a lot of them. I've witnessed all of them since I've retired. Last year's game down at Valle was, as usual, a highly competitive game that went down to the third set. St. John was able to win that. And as you can tell, Kyle, it's going to be a noisy night here at the Peggy Johnson Gymnasium.
Yeah, as if senior night wasn't enough to get these kids riled up. They also have this rivalry here to amp it up just a little bit more. So it's already loud, and we'll do our best to try to talk over them. But you're going to hear a lot of the crowd noise, and we apologize for that. But maybe it'll make you feel like you're part of the atmosphere here.
Yeah, I think the crowd noise is always part of it when these two teams get together. Parents, kids, grandparents, uncles, aunts, nieces, nephews, they all show up, and they have a good time, and they get loud, and it's usually a lot of fun.
Yeah, you got a lot of green on one side, you got a lot of blue on the other side, and you got a lot of neutral colors mixed in, because some of these people have family playing on both sides, or neighbors and friends, and they don't want to show partiality, but they're still here to support both teams. And regardless of what happens here tonight, this game is usually just it's full of good sportsmanship, and when the game's over, these kids go back to being neighbors and friends again, and they move on and get ready for their representative districts.
Yep, it's always interesting. The mix you see in the crowd, you'll see moms wearing green and dads wearing blue, or vice versa. And sometimes you wonder what goes on at the kitchen table at some of those houses.
Yeah, I'll never forget the game 4 years ago. We played here. I think it was 4 years ago. I think in that game there was something like 150 points or something like that scored in that game, and it was one of the most intense back and forth games. And I remember the refs. We had two experienced refs that night, and I was line judging, and they said, one of them made the comment, said, "I don't think I've ever seen a game with that many points before." It was one of the most amazing things we've ever seen. And not that this game is necessarily going to match the intensity, but you know it's going to, the level of play is going to be there regardless of how many points we go to, or you know, who comes out on top. That, like I said earlier, these two teams bring out the best in each other.
Yes, they do. And you know, when you have those matches like that, some nights, you know, you're involved in a match like that, you get a 3 or 4 point lead, and you take a little breath, and the next thing you know, it's right back to tied, or you're one down, just back and forth. I remember that match 4 years ago, and when it was over, you just felt like, you know, you're exhausted, and then your coach tells you, well, we got to get on the bus, or we got to be at home tomorrow night, and you're playing a big conference game. And I'm not sure who Valle plays tomorrow night, but I'm going to guess that it's Bismarck. And that's a big conference game for them if that's the case. And I do know that St. John goes to Farmington tomorrow evening, so there's not much time to be down or to get too high after a match like this tonight.
Yeah, these schedule makers, that would be the athletic director. We'll blame Coach Nick, but he didn't do him any favors. He backed up homecoming week with these two tough games, and but like you said, this is a good measuring stick for them to see where they're at, and to kind of get them amped up and ready, because they're going to see some tough competition in the conference tournament. They may see these same teams again, and then following that, they got their district tournament right away, and of course St. Pius is probably be the #1 seed there. So we've proved that we can play with St. Pius, and you know, there's no doubt that we can play with any of these teams in our conference. But you know, anytime you want to compete at this level, you're going to have to be on your A game.
Yep, I'd feel real good about no matter who we play come district time. I've seen them play several matches this year. They've competed in all of them, including against St. Pius. So, you know, this is a tune-up. Get you ready. One thing that has been a debate within the conference for years in volleyball is moving the conference tournament. Because, you know, like here you have St. John and Valle playing each other. Then they play their conference games tomorrow night. Then they roll in the conference tournament next week, and lo and behold, you're playing the team that you just played a week earlier.
Right.
And then in some cases, although it wouldn't be in this case, you go to district, and there you are playing them again. There were times when I was coaching where I think once we played Potosi 4 times because they were in our district within a 2.5-week period. As a coach, no matter how good you are, beating anybody 4 times in a short period of they've never been able to move that conference tournament, and I would still politic to see that thing move, but I don't get a vote anymore. So
yeah, this is it's been a pretty good year for the conference. North County's had a really good year. St. John's obviously had a good year. Farmington is good as usual, and then in the small schools you got Arcadia Valley, you got Valle, you've got Bismarck again that's having a pretty good year. So there's some tough competition, and that seeding meeting coming up is going to be pretty interesting to see how all that shakes out.
Very interesting. It always is. I believe that Arcadia Valley has already clinched the small schools, and if St. John can beat Farmington tomorrow night, I think they'll be in a 3-way tie again if North County continues. Those seeding meetings are always a very interesting thing to be at. Behind closed doors, you know, sometimes there's a lot of politicking that goes on. Smaller schools wanting to take care of their little circle of schools, and the larger schools feeling like they need to take care of themselves. So,
I think Farmington lost to North County, didn't they?
Farmington beat North
County,
did. I believe.
Okay, so that would be like a round robin. Everybody lost one game.
Be a 3-way tie. I think that's how they finished last year.
And
with maybe Park Hills one of the 3 schools.
Yeah, North County did beat St. John during conference play, but St. John also beat North County in 2 sets at a tournament earlier in the season.
In the North County tournament,
right. So you would think that would give a slight edge to St. John, but you know, like you said, you never quite know how those seeding meetings are going to shake out.
No, you sure don't.
Everybody, especially when you got the small schools and the large schools split up, you don't see everybody, and you know, sometimes coaches don't give you the recognition or the praise that you deserve because they haven't seen you play, and all they see is your record on a piece of paper, and they don't necessarily look at the level of competition you played or the schedule that you put in front of you.
Right. I know a number of years when I was coaching, not that I would ever feel sorry for Farmington, but there were a number of years where they would come in, you know, 13 and 10, 14 and 11. Well, they'd get seeded 3rd or 4th, but they beat everybody in the large school, and they just play a very difficult schedule. But of course, they're a 5A school, so that makes a difference too. But they get seeded 4th or 5th, and cause hard feelings at times. I mean, never bothered me much, but
yeah, they challenge themselves, and as do these 2 teams. These 2 teams both play a pretty strengthy schedule, and I know we play Pius, we play Notre Dame, we played Helias this year in a tournament.
Yeah.
And we've really been challenged, and that's in addition to the teams in conference that we play.
Right.
And we also played Windsor, who's perennially a good team, and so we've challenged ourselves, and we've got a good record as of right now, 14 and 4, I believe. So interested to see how this all shakes out tonight. I hope that our girls have recuperated from last week, from all the action that they had, plus all the homecoming activities, and they can kind of get it back together and get focused here with this senior night stuff that's going on as well.
It's always been my experience that you really don't have to work real hard to get the girls excited for this game. And really, even the Farmington match, I think they'll be okay. They're young. They bounce back real well. I just think there'll be a lot of energy tonight.
So Valle's warming up here. We got about 10 minutes left before the opening, before the national anthem and the starting lineup. So this is Coach Hess's second year at the helm. Took over for Dennis 2 years ago. She had a really good year last year in her inaugural season. She's got to put together a good record and a good squad again this year. She inherited some good players from her predecessor, but she's done a good job with them, and she's got a senior-led team this year, and she sprinkles in a lot of underclassmen as well, but those seniors have really done a great job leading this team.
Yeah, they're a real good bunch of seniors. Not all of them are starters, and I think they fit in pretty well. The big key in any coaching situation is if the kids buy into what you're selling, and I think the kids have, Jess has stepped right in and brought her ideas and schemes to the table, and I think the kids have bought in on it and are really having another successful year. They were very successful last year, and the program's definitely in good hands.
Yeah, these kids are going to leave here in a couple weeks, and they're going to have a lot to look back on and be proud of, because they've won a lot of games during their tenure and their time here at St. Genevieve.
Yes, they have. They've won a lot of important games too. So with Valle warming up, that tells us that St. Genevieve serving first when the game starts. So try to get that first serve in and get that first point, and then just, it's a dogfight for every point after that.
Yeah, that first point's important, especially in these high emotion games, just to get those jitters out and kind of start getting settled in.
Right. So
we've got, as we said, we got the 6 seniors. A couple of these seniors you know really well. They played for you as sophomores and even as freshmen. Emma Balzer and Riley Meyer, those are the co-captains on this year's squad, and they've got a lot of varsity experience under their belt.
They sure do, and they, anymore, like almost all sports, they spend a lot of time in the off season improving their skills, and these kids have played a lot of volleyball, not just for me, but in the winter and summer. And like you said, these last 2 weeks for them, it's a little more emotional for seniors. They start to feel, they start to see the end of the season coming, and there's really not a much better game than this one to be this late in the year. Crosstown rivals, always competitive. I mean, when I was coaching, and even Nancy, Coach Fisher from Valle, you come into this game some years and it looks like, well, the other team doesn't have a chance. They're, 10 and 16, and the other team's 22 and 1, but it just hardly ever works out that way. These are always close games, highly contested, and a lot of, I guess you would call them exceptional plays. You got to really work to get the ball on the floor against either team.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. Some of the plays that you see, and they're able to keep the ball off the floor no matter when you hit it. The ball comes off your hand, and it looks for sure like it's going to be down, and somehow they find a way to get it back up and transition to offense, and then a lot of times you see the same thing happen on the other side of the net.
Right. I think both teams are pretty good defensively. I know Valle is. One thing I always found when I was coaching, that when you play Valle, you really got to stay with your hitters during the course of a match to keep them positive, because they're going to take swings tonight that would normally end up in a kill for them against most teams, and that ball's going to be coming back at them. Valle's kids are just notorious, between Nancy's scouting reports and game preparation and just the way they play defense, of frustrating other teams' big hitters. They prepare, they know where the ball's going, they're willing to get on the floor, and a lot of times that can get in a hitter's head. You take 2 or 3 swings that normally would be a kill for you, and the ball keeps coming back to your side of the net. It can get frustrating. So that's always something that I was aware of when I was coaching, and I'm sure Coach Hess is aware of it. You just got to keep running your offense, and if you do, sooner or later, you're going to score your points.
Yeah, in these games, they usually go nuts and they go deep, and you have those long rallies mixed in there too. You're all amped up before the game, and you're out here in warm-ups probably working a little harder than you normally would, just getting warmed up because your adrenaline
I think we had a 30-28 game in there, 26-24. And
I think it ended 33-31.
I think that might be right.
Yeah, that was a crazy night, and unfortunately we came up on a losing end. But like you said, at the end of that game, you were just exhausted, and it was hard to be disappointed because I mean everybody on that court played so well, and I remember thinking to myself, I was down there line judge, and I remember thinking, God, just don't end on an error, and it didn't. It ended on a well executed play, and it was something that nobody went home holding their head down because they lost the game or anything like that. It was definitely a game that was won, and really both teams deserved to win it, but it doesn't work that way.
And that will be a big challenge for the coach of the losing team after tonight, having to come back and play a big tomorrow night. It's a real challenge because these games will drain you physically, emotionally, and now you know you got to go play farm.
Am I gonna have to log on or?
No, just hit screen.
Okay.
Why is doing that tonight? I don't know if there's too many people here. Are you using the Wi-Fi or what? I'll just keep checking.
Hopefully once the game starts, we'll get on. All right, we apologize. We had a little technical difficulty there again. We got about 1 minute and 50 seconds here. St. John's doing their serving, and Valle's huddled up over there, making their last-minute adjustments and getting ready for the game. So we're getting close, and this is always an exciting time. I know this is one of my favorite events of the year. I know that for sure. All right, and the whistle blows, and St. John will go back to their huddle.
Welcome to tonight's contest between the visiting Valle Catholic Lady Warriors and your SGDragons. Let's meet the starting lines first for the visiting Valle Catholic Lady Warriors. Number 5, junior Abby Umfley. Number 6, sophomore Riley Wolf. Number 8, junior Hannah Barr. Number 11, sophomore Hannah Vios. Number 17, senior Cassandra Moulton. Number 33, senior Madeline Drury. And at libero for the Warriors, number 46, sophomore Sydney Bosler. The Warriors are coached by Nancy Fisher, Carla Bosler, and Connie Herman. Hit up and make some noise for your SGDragons! Senior number 13, Tess Holman. 5'4" senior number 14, Henry Henninger. Number 3 and 5'6" junior, Madison Reynolds. Number 16 and 5'10" sophomore, Henry.
All right, so as we expected, we got a little bit of change in the starting lineups to accommodate senior night. That's always a juggling act, I know, for the coaches. And looks like St. John is going to serve first, as you said earlier. And the energy in the gym is where we thought it would be, and we're ready to go.
Yep, looks like all the seniors will be starting except Natalie, and it's just sometimes it's impossible to get all your seniors in there when you have that many. But a couple of the seniors who normally don't start are in the lineup tonight. Now I'm sure Natalie will get in there pretty quick. Probably one of the first 3 rotations.
She's had a good weekend. She can take a little break. She'll take a little bit anyway, and let some of her teammates who have put a lot of work in get some playing time here. All right, so Avery Reed will go out on the libero substitution, and Madison Reynolds will start off the game at the service line. And we're underway. Almost. Madison's our second leading server. She's got 112 serving points this year, and she plays defense as well as an outside hitter, so she plays all the way around and doesn't get off the floor much. So she's been a key player. She's only a junior, and she's got another year ahead of her, but right now she's worried about this game right in front of her. So Madison serves. There's the set by Valle, little tip over. Riley Meyer passes to Camry. Camry sets, good set to Tess. Dug up, back to Riley Meyer. Moulton for St. John digs it.
Nice.
Hannah Geisler, good defense there. Tess Bowman with another kill. They gave her 3 swings at it, and she got one down. She was 3 for 3 as far as getting them in, and got it to the floor there on the 3rd try.
Right, both teams passing the ball well, getting in their offense early. That makes a difference.
It's a good start, good rally to start things off, and that one's a little too tight to the net. Valle unable to get it over, and another point for St. John. That's a 2-0 game.
Started with that pass, brought their setter off the net, and she couldn't get the set that they needed.
Good serve there by Madison. Really found a good spot, and Valle's able to get it over, but a free ball to Reynolds. Reynolds to Gettinger. She sets up into Balzer with a hit from the middle, and that's 3-0 St. Genevieve.
Right now, Madison's doing a good job of the serving line. Last 2 serves, they've not been able to handle right to their setter, and that's made a difference in their offense.
And that one's a little long.
No more than I speak about good serving, she hits one out, but still, off to a good start.
Yeah, their passing's been on point here. They've every time they've been able to get a good swing on the ball. And that ball hits the back line. A little miscommunication there between between Gettinger and Giesler. Balsler and Giesler, I guess.
Yep, you're right. Lack of communication.
And there's the service, dug up, serve received by Giesler to Riley Meyer. Riley Meyer over to Tess Bowman, and that ball is back to Valle. Valle gets one down on the floor in front of Madison Reynolds, and that'll tie the game up at 3.
St. John has their 3 leading serve receivers out on the floor in a position to pass most of the time. That one went to Hannah, who is their best serve receiver, but she did not handle it.
So 4-3 now as Valle goes back to the service line again. There's Riley over on 2. Back to Reynolds. Reynolds pass too far into the net, and that'll be a 5-3 game now in favor of Valle. So Valle's run off 5 points in a row after getting down 3-0. There's a serve. Good pass there by Giesler up to Riley. Riley to Emma, and Emma hits that back middle.
Both teams a little shaky to begin with on their serve receiving, but when they make those good passes, as you've seen right there, got a good kill.
Right, the setting has been good when the pass has been there, but the passes have been a little shaky, as you pointed out.
Both teams are a little shaky on serve reception. We'll see if that changes or.
All right, Riley Meyer.
That was a good one. They got the kill with it.
I thought they were going to hammer it down the middle there, and she saw an opening, and she just kind of tapped it over. All right, so score 6-4. Valle back to serve. Received by Giesler. Good pass to Engel. Engel back row set to Riley. Riley over, dug up. Good swing there by Valle. Free ball and tipped at the net, and I think that was Engel that'll get credit for that one.
I think Natalie got that one. Good anticipation. She's seen it coming and went up with 2 hands and put it in a good spot.
All right, so Hannah Giesler, the libero, will be back to serve. And she goes for that back corner. And another service point there for St. Genevieve, and that ties the game up again at 6-6.
I think both teams are a little nervous, Kyle. Their serve receiving just isn't what I'm used to seeing from either team.
Boy, there was a good hit there by Cassandra Moulton.
Exactly.
That's one that you're not going to get back over too many times. She hammered it.
You either block it or they get the kill, and our blockers were a little slow to get there.
All right, so Giesler with the serve received there to Riley Meyer. Madison from the back row tries to hit the back corner, and it is out. Just out.
I was going to say, I'm a long way away, so.
And there's a serve to the back, played by Giesler. Giesler to Meyer. Meyer over to Emma. Emma cross court, hits the back opposite corner. And that's a point for St. John. She can rip it when she gets a hold of it.
Yeah, and she can hit from all 3 spots, or actually any of your attack areas along the net. She can be hard to stop.
Now she's back at the service line. Good serve there by Emma. Tipped at the net, played up by Madison to Riley. Riley to Natalie. Valle transitions back to offense and hits the net core and just finds a hole.
Yep, not much you can do about that unless someone just happens to be in that spot.
So Valle back to serve. Riley Meyer plays it to Natalie. Natalie over, across, all the way to Madison. Oh, good job by Valle to keep that ball in play. I think it might have been out, but they played it. Riley sets it up to Madison. Another good swing, unable to get it over. Another free ball for St. John. Keep the offense going, girls. There's Riley with the jump set, blocked at the net.
4 hits, I believe.
Thought it was blocked, but I guess it hit the net core. So that point will go to Valle. That one hurts.
Yeah, that's one of those points I was talking about where they just keep the ball off the floor.
All right, so Hannah with serve receive, tight to the net. Natalie, good job getting that ball up in a position where they can get a swing on it. And that one's out.
Beck St. John was in the net.
Yeah, they got Avery Reed there in the net. So that'll be 12-7.
Big point here. if Valle gets this point, you got to start thinking about your timeout. And
that one's out.
That saves us.
Good communication there. Good call there by Riley. So that'll make the score 11-8.
Ooh, could have been a left.
Another free ball here. St. John's getting their swings. That one played by Valle. Hit in the middle and double block there by Avery and Riley Myers. Stuffed it home.
Yeah. Both times that Valle's gotten blocked, their sets have been too tight to the net. And, you know, that works against smaller teams, but against a team that can block, you put it on the net, it's going to get blocked more often than not.
First time tonight we saw St. John try to serve it short. Hannah Gieser, good job getting that one back over. And that one's tipped at the net, played back by Emma Balzer to Natalie Engel. Engel over to Madison Reynolds, unable to get it down. There's a set to the outside, good dig up there. And we're in the net again.
Riley was in the net. It was a good aggressive play.
Yeah, she timed it well. She just got a little too tight to the net. So that's a 12-9 lead now for Valle. There's the serve, and that's out. A lot of service errors so far by both teams early in this game. I'd say that's a sign of some nerves there.
Yeah, I think we've seen a couple of things that kind of let you know that both teams are awful nervous.
And as we say it, there's another one. So that time Avery hits the net. All right, so there's another serve, and that's out. 3 in a row.
Don't see this a whole lot with these two teams playing. It's highly unusual for both teams, I would say. Both coaches would tell you that.
So now we're back to our initial rotation. Madison's back to serve, tipped at the net, played up by Reynolds. Tried to play out of the net there by Engel, but it got a little too tight. And it'll be 14-11. That one hits the net core, played up by Balzer to Meyer, back to Balzer, and she rips it down middle.
Real nice swing.
Pretty good chemistry there between those two, little give and go action.
Yeah, they've been doing that together for a long time, Riley and Emma.
So scores 14-12 here. Riley serves, Valle with the hit from the outside, and she hits that deep middle spot now. So that'll make it 15-12. This is Taylor Siebert back to serve. Serves to Emma. Emma to Natalie, to Dunsey. Dunsey gets it over, but it's tipped at the net. Played up by Valle. Hit middle. Oh, and off the block and just fell down. That's 16-12 now. Reynolds plays it up to Engel. Engel bumps that over to Courtney Dunsey. She just got on top of that one.
They seem to be a little rattled right now. They need to get a really good pass here. Get that ball to Emma.
Emma to Natalie. Natalie back sets to Dunsey. There's a pass there by Valle. A little free ball. Ooh, not a good pass there by Natalie. Riley Meyer gets it over on 3.
See if Valle makes him pay for it here. Yep.
Good hustle there. Coach S, I think, is going to use one of her timeouts here.
Valle's too good. You can't be giving them free balls like that.
So we got an 18-12 score here. Valle's on a 4-0 run. They had a 5-0 run earlier in the set, and I think this might be the same rotation that we were in earlier when we got in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, we started out the game. We got the first 3 points, and then they went on a run. I would suspect Coach Hess is going to try to emphasize some sort of a play here, which is going to require a good pass. But if they get that pass, I'm going to go ahead and guess and say they set Emma and see if she can get the ball on the floor for them.
Yeah, you want to go to your go-to player when you're struggling and try to regain some of that confidence. As you know, these games can change in a hurry.
Oh, yeah. Starts with a pass. I would think they're probably going to cover the floor with Madison and Hannah the way it looks. Their top two passers. Riley's right up there too, so see if they get that pass. Nope.
There's Giesler to Balzer to Riley. Get it over on a free ball. Here's the set in the back row, and another not so good pass there, but Riley did a good job getting that up to Emma. Now Valle with a little bit of an errant pass. There's a set there by Engel. Good swing there.
Well, she's in the
Valle
net.
got it over.
She's in the net.
Yeah,
They did not call that. Holy cow.
it's still shaking.
Yes, that is a terrible miss.
All right, so Riley sets up, and again, Dunsey just gets on top of it.
And a costly miss. Looks like maybe the officials are suffering from a little case of the nerves.
Oh, and that one just rolls around at the net core. There's a pass to Riley. Riley sets up Emma. Is that tipped at the net? No, off the net core. That was tip. I thought it was tipped. He's calling tip over here.
Yep.
I thought it was tipped.
It looked like a tip.
I couldn't. He was right there. I saw a hand and I saw the ball ricochet. I didn't know if it was off the net or not, but the way that hand was there, I thought that had to be it. But, so Giesler back to serve. Valle hits that spot again. They had that double block set up over there, and they just went right over the top of it.
Right. Right now, Valle's really got a lot of momentum going. St. John needs to put a little run together here.
Scores 20-13. Giesler pass up to Riley. Riley over to Emma. This time Valle gets called for being in the net.
I didn't see that one.
We got Hannah Barr in the net, and now Emma will go back to serve. Emma has 22 aces on the year. And Valle gets it set up. That's tipped at the net. Giesler plays it up. Riley with the set up to Madison. Madison tries to hit that hole in the middle, unable to do so. Valle hits it over on two, dug up by Emma to Riley. That might be tipped as well.
I don't think anybody's going to call that one.
All right, there's a serve to Engel. Engel plays in the back, or Emma plays it up to Engel. Engel over to Madison. Hit it in the back row by Valle and into the net. So that'll be 21-15 now. Good serve there by Natalie, back middle. There's that hit into the block again, ricochets and finds a spot on the floor, and it'll be 22-15.
Good hard swing by the Viox girl. She took that ball right off our blockers, and we didn't get it covered. So
St. John takes their second and final timeout of the set. Trailing by 7. Valle will have the serve coming out.
7's quite a deficit this late in the match, but you really got to emphasize to your kids, we need to get to where we're playing better. Do some things well, make as good a run as you can, and you know, if you can get to 22-20, then they start feeling a little anxious. You might be able to turn this thing around, and if you don't, you still got to get some momentum for that second set.
Right. All right, so we'll see what happens here. St. John will come out of their huddle. Valle's already on the floor. And Moulton will be back to serve for Valle. All right, there's a serve, played up by Emma Balzer. Emma to Natalie Engel. Engel to Avery Reed, and that's blocked at the net. And St. John was sprawling far, trying to get it back over, but they were unable to do so, and that'll be 23-15.
Right now, St. John can't figure Valle's defense out. They're getting blocked. When they do get the ball by the blockers, Valle has somebody right there.
All right, Balzer plays a serve to Engel, to Meyer, and then back over to Valle. Again, Balzer plays a serve, and that's going to be set point as she's unable to get it back up to the front row. And St. John trails 24-15. There's a serve back middle. Geezer to Engel, Engel over to Riley. Riley hits that back corner.
Yeah.
Well-placed ball there.
Very well placed. And sometimes that's what you have to do. If you take your hard swing, like I said earlier, they're scouted. They got people there. She just put that one in an excellent spot.
Yeah, she's a very smart player.
Yep. Her volleyball IQ is very high.
Valle gets it down there, and that'll be the first set victory there, 25-16. And we'll have a 3-minute break here between sets, and hopefully we can regroup and turn this thing around in the second set.
Right, and you know, you never know. Like I said, senior night is a different animal. Your seniors are emotional. Sometimes it takes a game like this or a set like this to wake you up and make you realize, okay, we got to get going here. And then again, you never know. Valle played awfully well. After that first little 3-point run at the beginning of the game, they really started putting the ball to their setter. They were running all their options off their offense, and they just looked like the better team.
Yeah, other than their serving game, they missed, I think, 3 serves that set.
Yeah.
Other than that, they played pretty good ball.
Played very well.
All right, so looks like St. John's going to come out, and looks like they're going to have Reynolds and Dunsey and Meyer, as well as Balzler, Hannah Giesler at the libero position. And looks like Natalie Engel will come out again. So it'll be their usual starting 6.
Right, and that makes a difference too.
All right, folks, we'll go ahead and get out your 50-50 tickets, and we'll pick a winner for $120 tonight.
Pretty nice little winnings. I should have bought me a ticket.
That $120 will go to project graduation, and that's always a
worthy cause.
Worthy cause. The community does a great job supporting that. We had some great local businesses that really open up their checkbooks for us and make sure those seniors have a good, safe night of graduation.
Yeah.
You have that ticket, bring it on down here to the scorers table. Thank you all.
Really is a good community when it comes to those types of things. Anytime we have things that we need to raise money for, the businesses are always more than willing to help out both schools and actually families in need. Kind of a neat thing about this kind of game, brings the community together. Talked about it earlier. All right, well, I would think Valley's going to be serving first. Be nice to see St. John come out with 3 good contacts here. Start with that pass and then get a kill and maybe take off and take command of this second set.
Yeah, they need to recapture the momentum here quickly so they can kind of get their bearings about them and get their head back in the game here a little bit. All right, so hopefully we can do a little better job serve receiving, get those passes up to the setters where they need to be, and let those girls up front do their work. All right, so there's a serve back to Emma Balzer. Emma passes over to Riley. Riley back sets to Courtney, and she just
looking for a touch, but I didn't see one there.
I didn't think so either. I think she just got under it a little bit. And there's a serve, and that's way out. So that'll be 1-1.
That seems to be the only problem Valley's having right now is their serving game.
Riley back to serve. Good serve there by Riley. Serves Abby Umfleet, and it's tipped and played by Madison Reynolds, and Riley will get it over on the free ball. And that ball, Riley tried to play it with her hands and was unable to do so, and that'll make it 2-1 Valley.
St. John was only in a single block there, and I'm pretty sure they probably should have had 2 there, so somebody missed an assignment.
All right, there's Giesler to play. Over to Engel, and that's Emma that got the kill. Blocked, but out of bounds, and St. John will take the point, and that'll be 2-2. Here's the serve up by Giesler to the back middle, played by the libero. Over to Moulton on the outside. Set there by
a swing there.
Reynolds. It looked like a pretty good pass from where she was. And there's a tip. Good play there by Avery Reed. And Valle again transitions to offense. Good pass there by Madison to Riley Meyer. Riley Meyer over to Emma. And Emma cross court. Ball finds the line, finds the opening, and that's a 3-2 lead for St. Genevieve. There's the serve by Hannah. And played back over by Reynolds. Valle will get another swing here, and that's tipped at the net. And that's over again, and that's back again. Playing a little ping pong here. Good pass there by Madison. There's your swing for Emma. Unable to get it down. Good play there by Valle. And there's a free ball again. Meyer to Engel. Engel to... Sorry, couldn't see there.
Valle with the kill. Their libero, the Bosler girl, is really playing well. She's keeping the ball not only off the floor, but she's directing it right to their setter, and that's what you want your liberos to do, and she's doing a wonderful job right now.
She's playing very well. All right, so Emma to Riley, back to Emma. Blocked at the net. Riley over on 2. There's the setback for Valle. Played up by Engel, secondary setter Riley. And just unable to connect there. Emma tried with the left hand and just a little too far outside for her.
St. John doesn't seem to be able to get in sync.
Oh, that's out. All right, so 4-4 ball game as that's another service error for Valle. And Emma Balzer steps back to the service line for St. John, and that ball served back middle. Again, good pass there. Tipped over. Again, right over the top of that double block and unable to fill. All right, so Valle back to serve with 5-4. Giesler up, bad pass again. Set it up for Meyer in the back row. Balzer digs it up. Riley over to Madison. Madison. And Valle scrambles and gets it over. Good pass there. Back to Natalie Engel. Natalie Engel to the back corner, and she gets credit with the kill. Good point there.
Yes, it was. But once again, number 46, Cindy Bosler, is really playing an outstanding game.
Yeah, Valle was on defense that entire sequence, but they made them work for it.
Well, they've done that 3 times now. We need to figure out a way to take that away from them, make them do something else. Fleets into the game now for Valle.
All right, Moulton to serve. Serves Riley Meyer. Jump set there by Natalie, and just a little too far outside again, and they're just a little bit off.
Yeah, they just can't get in sync. Their offense is a tad off, and it's probably, they just got to start passing the ball a little better. See what this does.
There's Meyer digs to Engel, and Engel sets up Avery, and Avery just a little too much muscle there. And that'll make it 8-5.
Big point here.
Served there by Moulton. Reynolds receives to Engel, over to Meyer, and Meyer did one of those change-ups like Valle's been doing.
Yep. And again, that's Riley's volleyball IQ.
All right, so Avery Reed back to the service line. She serves, and that's taken there by Valle. Back row hit there by the libero. And that one's over on 2, and a good hit there by Riley. She took charge of that ball.
That's 2 in a row for Riley. Maybe she'll get going here.
There's the serve by Avery, and that ball, good play there by Valle to get that over. And Madison Reynolds smashes it down.
See if they can keep this momentum going and get the lead.
So it's an 8-8 ball game. Avery Reed serves, back middle again. Pass up to Moulton. Moulton to Umfleet. Umfleet off the block of Meyer. And that'll be a 9-8 Valley lead. Substitution, Courtney rotates in for Avery. And there's the serve. And Engel with the set to Dunsey. Dunsey off the block. Has a double block there on the outside, off the hands. And it's a 9-9 ball game. Reynolds back to serve. Serves deep middle. There's a off the block there. And Emma, good swing and good play. Right where it needed to be, too. And that ball just hit a little too far. Boy, that was a good play back there by the libero.
Yep, that's the Balsler girl. She's having a nice night. I would like to see us serve away from her, but we seem to be zeroed in on serving to her.
All right, so Geezer plays it up. She plays to Natalie. Natalie to Emma. And Valley's able to dig that back up. Good pass there by Madison. Madison to Natalie. Natalie to Riley. And Riley tried that cross-court cut shot and was unable to execute. So it's 10-10.
Need to get this point.
There's the serve to Emma. Emma to Riley. Riley to Courtney Dunsey. Played up by the libero. Tipped at the net. Played back by Natalie Engel. Set up by Madison Reynolds. Emma hits it over. And again, set up. Pass by Madison to Natalie to Emma. And that ball finds a hole.
Madison did a good job of moving her feet on that pass. Wasn't lazy at all. She really moved her feet, got behind it, made a good pass, and got us in our offense. So hopefully they'll keep doing that.
Yeah, they're definitely playing a little more together here in the second set.
Seem to be.
Riley with the serve. Good serve there. Good job by Valle to get that ball back over. And Riley with the set to Natalie, and Natalie saw a hole and she just missed it.
Just missed it.
So scores 11-11. It's been back and forth, pretty much a one-point game this entire set. And there's the serve to Giesler. Giesler up to Natalie Engel, and Emma Balzer just crushes that one.
Yeah. Looks like St. John's feeling a little more comfortable now, starting to play their game. And,
yeah, their passing's a lot more crisp than it was in that first set.
Yep.
Giesler with the serve. Valle plays it. Riley digs it up to Natalie Engel. Natalie sets Emma. Emma to the back row. Played up by Valle. Good pass. Over to the outside. Riley plays it up. Back to Natalie. Madison from the back row. Good swing. Good play there by Valle to get it back over. Got a free ball. Madison, good pass there to Riley Meyer. Riley Meyer over to Emma Balzer. Again, good swing, but unable to get it down. And Valle now transitions to offense. There's a tip. Good cover there by Emma Balzer. Riley back to Emma, and down on the ground. 13-11 lead here in the second set. Yeah, it looks like a different team.
Yeah. And part of that is they're getting the ball in transition and making good sets.
And there's a missed serve. There's a momentum killer.
That's St. John's first missed serve this set. But it is a momentum killer, especially in a set like this.
So 13-12. Allie Weiler back to serve for Valle. Dug up, sent over by Emma Balzer. And Moulton tried to dink it into that middle hole there and just hit the net. So
yeah, that's an unforced error there.
All right, so it's 14-12 game. Emma Balzer back to serve. And there's a bad pass by Valle. Good job digging that out of the net. And Giesler passes up to Riley. Riley sets Natalie. Looks like they caught Emma a little off guard. She wasn't quite ready for that ball to come back over.
Right.
Okay, 14-13 lead here for St. John. Valle back to serve. There's the serve to Geezer. Geezer passes up to Engel. Engel over to Riley Meyer. Riley from the back row, and she gets it down. 15-13 St. Genevieve.
Riley's having a nice set. She's got several kills, several assists.
There's Natalie with the serve. She serves short. And the hit by Moulton. Oh, boy, that's a bad break there.
Yeah, it is.
That was coming back the right direction, and they would have had a chance to get a free ball over.
I believe we might be getting a replay there. Yep. Anytime the ball hits that, apparently it must have hit the basket before Hannah hit the ball, or they would not have given her a replay for her hit.
And Valle gets it down in front of the blockers there. They were expecting to come hard off their hands, and she just kind of put it right into them. So it'll be 15-14. And there's a serve by Moulton, played up by Riley. Good set there by Natalie to dig that one out. Madison gets it over. Valle plays it. And that's over and out. It'll be 16-14 lead now for St. Genevieve.
Need to get Madison going now, get some good sets up there. Get a couple of hitters going at the same time.
All right, so Avery serves. Good block there. Courtney Dunsey got that one. And Emma with the pass up to Natalie. Natalie to Riley. Over on two for Valle. Avery digs it up to Natalie.
There we go. There we
go.
go.
They almost got that back over.
Yes, they did.
Good set by Natalie and a good hit there by Madison Reynolds.
They do not give up on balls. You have got to be ready from whistle to whistle.
All right, so here's the pass. Set. Hit from the back row. She was awful close to that 10-foot line.
That's just standing up on defense. They got caught standing, watching, and put it right in the Bermuda Triangle.
All right, there's the serve back middle to Giesler. Natalie, good read there by Riley Meyer. Saw the hole and took it. So 18-15 ball game here in the second set. St. John has the lead. Madison with the serve, just barely gets it over. Good serve. And cross-court hit attempt there by Valle, unable to execute. And Courtney Dunsey off the blocker. Played up by Moulton, sets. Good job, Madison Reynolds. Hit over by Emma. Blocked at the net again. Good job.
Pass.
Emma Balsler saves it. Good swing, couldn't get it down on the floor. And Valle into the net, and that's 19-15. Boy, St. John's really they're staying on offense and transitioning well.
Yep, they're doing a good job. They're making Valle make some unforced errors now, kind of like they did in the first set. And that's kind of what we talked about. It's a game of momentum, and it all starts with your passing game. If you're passing and setting, those kids can get their swings in. Good things happen.
Yeah, Valle's kind of been back on their heels here lately, and they've been unable to get any sustained offense going. And
right.
They've done a good job defensively, but they've really, as the crowd comes alive. Whew.
The key now is to go ahead and finish this thing out. You don't want to let Valle come out here. They're probably going to run a set play after a timeout. I'm not sure what they will do, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them do some kind of soft attack over our double block again and see if we've made any adjustments on that.
Yeah, they've hit that several times tonight. And,
right, it's been a big killer for them.
Got a little battle of the crowds going on right now. We got competition, see who can be the loudest.
You got Emma on the front row, so if you get the opportunity, I think you got to use her.
And there it is. There's a big error there.
Yep, another unforced error.
So 20-15 out of that timeout. They come out and miss the serve receive. Reynolds gets the service point. Now she gets another serve. Valle sets it up this time. I thought they might go to that this time, but they didn't. Oh, and that one's over. Ooh, they kind of gave him a break on that one.
A good read by Riley.
Riley to Engel. Engel to Balsler, and Balsler hammers it home. And that's a 21 to 15 lead for St. John.
No time to be sneaky now. If you get a good pass, you need to set Emma.
Yeah, she's been pretty hot here in the second set. There's no reason to go anywhere else. And there's a hit on the outside off the double block and down. And that'll be 21-16.
Big point for St. John. Get it right back here.
There's the serve to Emma Balzer. Emma to Riley. A swing from the back row from Madison Reynolds. It's played up by Valle. Valle gets a swing, and that's out on the near side, and that'll be 22 to 16. All right, Riley Meyer back to serve. Serves back middle.
Free ball.
And Riley passes to Natalie. Natalie over to Emma. Emma rips it down the middle again. 23-16. I think Balzer's had at least 7 kills this set.
Maybe 5 of the last 7 points too.
Yeah, they've gone to her repeatedly.
And like I said, there's no need to get sneaky until they show they can stop her. There's no use going anywhere else.
Yeah, it's demoralizing for a team too if you have a player and you can key on her defensively and she can still get it to the ground. So.
Right. Still got 2 tough points to get. Good and loud in here.
It is definitely that. It is deafening.
Great atmosphere. Okay, so Valle's out of timeouts now. St. John just needs to keep the pressure on, keep doing the things they're doing, passing the ball and setting the ball to the correct person. And right now that would be Emma.
All right, so Riley back to the service line.
Nice serve.
There's the set by Valle to Umfleet, tipped at the net. Madison digs it up, passes to Riley. Riley over to
Natalie.
Close to a tip, but I guess they didn't call it. And be 23-17. There's a pass, good pass from Riley to Natalie. Natalie to Emma Balzer. Emma Balzer blocked at the net by Moulton. That was a good play there on a single block.
Yeah, the set was a little too tight like we talked about earlier. When you put that ball on the net, it's just so easy to block it like that. You got to be about 12, 18 inches off and let her work.
All right, so Reynolds plays the serve. There's a set by Engel. Back row to Riley Meyer. Pushed back over by Valle. Gieser plays it back to Meyer. Meyer sets middle to Courtney Dunsey, and the defense just kind of snuck up too tight there, and ball hits the back corner. So a little run here put on by Valle, and it's going to be 23-19.
Needs to pull those sets off the net.
There's Gieser, tight pass there. Paul Engel in the net.
I'm going to guess Coach Hess might use a timeout here, yeah.
All right, so that'll be 23-20. St. John's going to use their first timeout of the set. Each team gets 2 timeouts per set.
St. John's in a pretty good spot. They can set up their play during this timeout. You know, of course, it starts with that pass, but the server doesn't seem to be too difficult, so if we can get that good pass, they can pretty much run what they want.
And they still got Emma in the front row of the rotation, so we'll see if they still want to
I know who I'd be going to if I was coaching. And I'm sure Coach Hess does too, but now your players got to go out and execute.
Right.
Big point right here. They get this one, it relieves a lot of that stress. Valle gets it, and then you start getting pretty anxious.
All right, so there's a serve. They serve Madison Reynolds. Reynolds up to Natalie. Natalie over to Emma. Emma unable to get it to the floor.
They're going to get a free ball, though. Oh, boy.
There's some bad communication there on the back row between Giesler and Reynolds. And 23-21. So Valle's rallying here. There's the serve. Back middle to Riley. Riley up to Natalie Engel. Engel back to Courtney Dunsey. Courtney Dunsey unable to get it to the ground. There's a tip over on 2. Hit. Pass by Madison. Really tight. Good job, Valle, covering that.
Sure was.
That one right back at him. There's a set to the outside, and that's out. It's a huge point there for St. John.
You could see the St. John crowd, the St. John players all take a collective big breath there with that swing.
Yeah, it was getting a little nerve-wracking there as they closed that lead to 2 points. But
Still got work to do.
we got 3 set points
that
here,
should be-
and that's a bad pass, and that's set 2 goes to St. John, and we're going to play 3. Surprise, surprise.
Valle had several unforced errors. Game point was an unforced error in the middle of the game. When St. John got their momentum, they hit a couple in the net, and that's probably the difference in the game. Both teams served a little better. I got Valle as missing 2 serves that set. St. John only missed 1, so.
Yeah, hopefully both teams can kind of clean things up a little bit, and we get a real competitive 3rd set. We kind of had 2 sets, and each team has taken their turn at kind of doing some silly, atypical things, and
right.
maybe now we can settle in and have a doozy here in the 3rd set.
The fans have not been disappointed.
Yeah, as always, it's been a competitive game, and it's been a just awesome atmosphere, and it's always fun to see these kids kind of go back and forth with each other, because you know they're competing here tonight, whether it be on the court or in the crowds, but they're a lot of them are good friends and neighbors and family members, so it's always fun to get together and compete, but at the same time, at the end of the night, it's back to business as usual.
Yep. You know, and one thing I'll say, a lot of times you'll go to, if they aren't playing each other, they'll go support each other at different events. It's just a good thing that this community pulls for everybody, and probably not everybody, but most of the time if Valle's playing, St. John's kids will be rooting for them and vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miss Dallas helping the cheerleaders out.
She's quite the cheer captain, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Cheerleading coach for many, many years, and she's showing us that she's still got it.
Yep. She better watch out. They may sign her up.
All right, so we got about a minute left on the clock. St. John's over there getting their drinks, and Valle's still huddled up, trying to correct some of those errors we saw toward the end of that set.
One thing that kind of surprised me, Valle kind of got away from their dump game and started trying to swing at everything, and I'm surprised by that. I thought they would keep tipping and dumping the ball until we showed we could stop it.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it, right?
Right.
But Coach Fisher's been down this road a time or two, so I'm sure there's a plan in there somewhere.
Oh,
but
you can bet on that.
All right, so looks like Valle won the toss. Valle will serve first here in the 3rd set.
Monday Night Football has nothing on this.
No. All right, so Drury back to serve for Valle. Emma plays the serve to Riley Meyer. Riley to Courtney Dunsey, blocked at the net. Hit up by Natalie, and that's unable to be played, and it'll be 1-0 Valle.
Our kids have been surprised several times when we get blocked. They just don't seem to be ready for that, and that was not a hard ball to play up.
All right, there's a serve. Serve a little shallow this time, and Riley sets up Emma. Emma unable to get it to the ground. And there's a hit, back corner, good hit there. Good spot.
Yep.
All right, so Drury back to serve again. 2-0 lead early in the third set here.
Oh boy, that's the third time tonight. One in each set we've opened up and let the ball hit between two players. Just got to communicate.
It's a 3-0 lead for Valle. That one's played to Riley Meyer. Riley sets Madison from the back row. Their hit's over. Courtney Dunsey tried to slam it down, was unable to do it. Hit back to Reynolds. Played up by Natalie Engel to Riley Meyer. Riley tries to tip. And that's tipped back over to Emma Balzer. Emma tight to the net, unable to get that down.
There's Valle's tip game.
There's a free ball over. Riley hits a good spot there. And that'll get, boy, they're hitting the corners. Even though they're getting free balls, they're doing a good job of finding those corners. Good up there by Valle as Riley had a good swing there.
Boy, another nice up.
Boy, this has been quite a rally here. And Valle gets a swing, and that's another up there for Natalie. Over to Emma, and Emma just missed.
Yeah, missed connection.
So, 4-0 lead here.
See if Madeline serves this in the same spot. Yep.
Emma kind of jumped in front of Hannah there. I think it kind of threw her off.
She's hit all her serves in that 5 seam back there, and it's causing us fits.
All right, that one's played up by Emma to Riley. Riley back to Emma, and that ball's hammered. So that'll be 5-1. Riley goes back to the service line. And well, that was a good hit there on the outside.
Yep. Valle seems to regroup quite well.
Yeah, that was Hannah Barr. She got a good swing in on that one.
Yes, she did.
6-1. Keyser, good pass there to Engel. Engel over to Dunsey. Dunsey, good hit, pulled up on the back corner. That one into the net core. Engel sets over to Emma. Emma with the kill. And it'll be 6-2. And here's Gieser back at the serve. There's a good pass by Valle. They get set up offensively. Oh, and that pass a little too far. Dug out of the net by Riley Meyer. Good job there. That pass is too tight there for Valle. Oh, I think if they would just let that go.
Yeah, probably would have.
Oh.
Tell you what, they don't give up on
They
those
don't.
balls. You got to stay ready from whistle to whistle.
So that point goes to St. John as they're finally able to get it to the ground after it goes off several bodies, and Gieser back to the service line. There's a tip in the middle. Oof. And there's an unforced error there by Valle, and that's a 6-4 game. Tighten back up. Hannah back to the service line again. Good up there by Madison Reynolds. Set by Riley, blocked at the net. Riley over on 2. Swing there by Moulton, and she's into the net.
Couple of unforced errors.
6-5 ball game. Boy, it just doesn't take long for these to shift.
No.
All right, Gieser with the serve. Serves back corner. And there's a tip. Good job by Riley, but Natalie unable to get it back in the court.
Looks like Valle's decided to go back to their short game.
All right, so we got a little moisture on the floor there, a little perspiration, and they'll wipe that up. Putting Riley to work as if she's not working hard enough already. Now she's got to wipe the floor.
Do a little housekeeping.
All right, so the score will be 7-5 here when we resume play. Allie Weiler back to do the serving for Valle. And that serve is long. And that'll be 7-6 as Valle has another service error. And that'll put Emma back at the service line for St. John. A chance to tie the game. And that's set up back row to the libero. Played up by Emma Balzer to Riley Meyer. Riley over to Madison. Madison, good swing, but dug up there by Valle. Cross court to the outside, trying to hit the corner. Good job there by Emma to cover that. Good set play there by Valle, but good block there. Avery Reed got that one, I believe. Emma digs it up to Riley. Riley to Natalie, unable to get it down. And that one's blocked at the net. I think that was Avery Reed that got that one, and that's going to tie the game up, 7-7.
Well, here we go.
We didn't expect anything less, did you?
Nope.
All right, so again, we're wiping up that perspiration, and Emma will be back at the service line now with a chance to take the lead. Here's the serve. Good serve to that back corner.
Should get a free ball here.
There it is. Emma plays it up to Riley. Riley in the middle to Avery. Avery unable to get it through the block, but Valle able to set something up there. Not able to get a good swing on it. Natalie over to Madison. Madison, good swing off the block over there on that side.
That was a real nice set. It was 18 inches off, and Madison could go anywhere she wanted. Line, cross court. Made a good choice.
All right, Emma back to serve. 8-7 lead now for St. Jenna here in the third and final set. There's the set, way off the net there. Ooh, that ball would have been out. Played there by Giesler. Free ball over by Balzler.
That ball might have been out.
There's good cover there by Hannah. That's that play they got over a couple times on us in the first set. That ball's off the net core. Played up by Riley. Good job there. Back set to Emma. Emma mistimed her jump a little bit there. And that'll tie the game up 8-8.
Laney Bowman coming into the game. Freshman.
All right, there's the serve. Back middle to Giesler. Pass over to Madison. She tried that little tip. Dug up there by Balzer. Pass forward by Giesler. Hit over on a free ball. And there's the swing, and that's out.
Coach Hess called that one.
Yeah. Emphatically, I might add.
Yes, she did. She was right on top of that. She got so excited she had to go sit down.
All right, Natalie Engel do the serve. And there's to the middle. And this mistimed a little bit, had a little set play there and unable to execute. So that'll be 10-8 St. John. Natalie back to serve again. There's bad pass there by Valle. Free ball here. Engel sets to Meyer, and she hits that back corner. Good spot.
It's a beautiful spot. And you know that's exactly where she wanted to hit that ball too.
Yeah, she always has her head up, and she's always looking.
Yep.
All right, so Natalie with the serve. This time she serves short. Again, not a very good pass there by Valle. Free ball over to Giesler. Giesler, good pass to Natalie. Natalie over to the opposite side to Reynolds.
Ran a nice play there.
And there's a little dink. Good job there by Avery to recover. Cross court set to Reynolds. Good swing. Valle had to play that one back because it was tight to the net. Emma to Riley. That was probably getting a little too cute there. And that ball's up again. Good bump set there to give them a chance. And there's a swing by Valle, and they get one down.
Probably missed an opportunity there. Had a good pass and chose to tip it over instead of setting it. Got to make sure those find a spot on the floor.
All right, so it's 11-9 here. Emma with the pass to Engel, very tight to the net. And they did a good job getting that ball back.
Yes, they did. They were ready that time.
Umfleet now with the swing. That's tipped at the net. Passed up by Balzer to Engel, over to Riley. And again, Valle transitions to offense, and I don't think that ball got over. That ball, oh, there we go.
They got it.
And that's 12-9. St. John lead here in the third set. All right, Avery back to serve.
Nice pass.
Oh. Just out. Just out. That was a good idea there by Valle.
Yes, it was.
Missed it.
She caught our defense shifting, and she keeps it in. It's a point for sure.
All right, 13-9 now. Valle leads. There's a set by Moulton to Umfleet. That's blocked at the net by Dunsey. Had a double block set up there with Courtney and Riley Meyer.
Here comes a timeout.
Valle's going to call their first time out of the third set, and St. John now has a 5-point lead, 14-9.
I believe when Coach Fisher used her timeout in the second set, they ran off 4, maybe 5 straight points. So this becomes a pivotal point right here. If you can get a point after a timeout, and we always emphasized it, that's just a huge thing to do. It's easier said than done, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Valle rattled off the first 5 points of this set, and since then, St. John's on a 14-4 run. So
right.
All the momentum's in St. John's favor at this point. All right, so we're getting down to crunch time here. 14-9, third set. Both teams split the first 2 sets. Sloppy play by both teams at times, and this set we're seeing a little better back and forth play.
Balzer's in the 6th zone, so I would hope they'd serve somewhere other than that. Make somebody else handle the ball.
And they served it right to her.
Yep, right at her, and we may pay for it. Nope.
Oh!
Good block.
I don't think she got that one above the net core.
No, I think that was another 4 hits.
So that'll be 15-9 now for St. Genevieve.
Boy, she sure passes that ball nicely.
Yeah, she's right on the money every time. Blocked there at the net. Played up by Reynolds. Natalie got it to Balzer. Balzer free ball over the top. Again tipped at the net. They're doing a good job getting their hands up. Hit the roof up there. Got kind of a funny bounce.
Yeah. Again, I think a lack of communication. That ball has to be played.
All right, 15-10. That ball's out. Another service error for Valle.
That's 2 this set. I think that's probably 7 or 8 for the night.
There's the serve by Reynolds. Valle gets set up. Cross-court hit. Dug out of the net. Reynolds with the back row hit. Back over. Valle transitions to offense. Little tip over into the middle. Riley.
Right.
Back hit. Giesler up to Engel. Engel to the outside. Back to Emma. Emma tipped, and that's down. 17-10. St. John building a little cushion here. Reynolds back to serve. Ooh, finally a little bit of a miss pass there.
We ought to handle that.
Ooh, and that one's blocked at the net by Riley, or on Riley. Looked like Lainey Bowman got that one.
Yep.
So that'll be a 17-11 game. Here's the serve by Valle. Back middle. Ooh. Almost hit the ground, and good set there by Riley Meyer, and a great hit. Boy, she was way above the net on that play.
Yep. Valle had their blockers there. They got a pretty good jump, and she just went up and over them.
All right, there's the pass, and Umfleet plays it over. Riley up to Engel. Engel to Dunsey off the block, and that's down. 19-11 ball game here in the third set.
Well, we know from the first set, until you get that 25th point, this thing's not over, but they're getting in a position now where Nancy's got to be thinking about her last time out.
Yeah, their passing's been a little off here the last few times, and that time they hit out of bounds. Just kind of jerked that one a little bit. And there's that last timeout you talked about, and it's 20-11 going into that timeout, and St. John got all the momentum at this point.
Yep, and again, it's important. If they can score this point right out of the timeout, they're going to be in pretty good shape. Be interesting to see what Valle does. Their hitting game has kind of gone south since the first set.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Their most efficient attack has been the dump and the tips. They've really struggled getting the ball on the floor consistently with their swing. So,
yeah, they've hit a lot out on this, a lot of errors on their hits this set, and the ones that have gotten, St. John's defense has done a good job getting them back up and over.
I'm going to anticipate a tip of some type, and I got a feeling Riley will not serve their libero.
All right, so Riley Meyer with the serve. She serves over to Umfleet, back corner. And that one's tipped again. They've done a good job getting their hands on those balls up there in the middle. And that ball's hit into the net by Engel. I tell you, that's been a real key here in the third set.
Right.
I mean, when Valle has taken swings, they haven't been able to get them clean over the net, and it's given us an opportunity to transition to offense. All right, Giesler passes to Engel. Engel set too far off the net for Courtney. Valle, good set there, and that one's hammered home. And that'll be a 20-13 game.
I got to believe this set has to go to Emma. We've bypassed her twice now. Now, I know you hate to say that, but you got to go to what's working.
Right, and there it is, Emma, and that's blocked at the net. Good job there by Natalie.
Yes,
that was a tight ball.
Yes, it was. Well,
and down again.
Like we said, Valle's not going to go away.
And you can feel the tide starting to turn one more time, as it has over and over and over again here tonight. 20-14 is the score. Reynolds with the pass, good pass. She sets back. Reynolds with the hit. Oh, there we go. Get a free ball here. Reynolds pass to Meyer. Meyer to Engel. Engel tips it over. There's a good set there by Valle. Good swing, good play by Riley Meyer to Natalie Engel to Emma.
Free ball. And they need
good
to
pass.
carry this one.
Oh, no. That one's over. Yeah, you could see that one coming. That pass, that set just got away from Riley a little too far over, and Emma unable to do anything with it. So 20-15 now. They serve Hannah Giesler. Giesler, good pass there to Natalie. Natalie decided to try go over on two. Good play there by Courtney Dunsey. Over to outside to Emma. There's a set middle. Good job, Madison Reynolds. Good job, Courtney Dunsey. Ooh, and that was out. But played and, get it to the floor. Well, the ball hit the floor, and so did about 5 Valle players. So good hustle there by Valle, but they were unable to get it back, and good job by St. John sustaining the offense. 21-15, Giesler back to serve. Serve. And that one's played up by Hannah. Good job there.
Nice set.
And that's in. Emma peppers the back line, 22-15, and now the momentum going back to Valle, or going back to St. John. Valle doesn't have any timeouts remaining.
Right, they're just going to have to, kids on the floor are going to have to get it done.
All right, so Giesler with the serve. That's over, and Avery gets it down.
She put that ball in a great spot. They had no chance.
All right, 23-15 is the score. Giesler back to serve. And she serves Moulton. There's the set back to Moulton, little give and go. Oh, good job, good hustle there by St. John, unable to get it back up. Good hit by Moulton.
Got to like the position we're in. We just got to execute right here off the serve. You get first contact, make it count for you.
And there it is, good pass there. Riley, back set over to Emma, and that's blocked at the net. Good play there up there at the front line by Valle.
Yep, you can't, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, she got a good set. She got a good swing, just good play there. All right, so that time they've served Reynolds. Reynolds over to Riley Meyer. Riley hits Avery. Avery hits the net core and finds the floor. And that's going to bring us to game point, 24-17. And fitting that Emma Balzer's back here with the chance to finish this game off from the service line.
Yep.
And there's the set by Valle, tipped at the line. Good
do it
pass
right
by
there.
Emma to Riley, to Natalie.
Oh.
And she's unable to get it down, blocked at the net.
Hannah was standing up again. We were just standing up watching too often when our hitters are attacking.
All right, so again, we got match point here. Valle back to the service line. Serves Hannah Giesler. Giesler to Engel. Engel to Reynolds. And that ball's played up by the libero.
Gonna get a free ball.
Free ball. We'll get it set up again. Emma, good pass there to Riley. Riley back to Reynolds again. And off the block, and that's a winner. 3-set victory tonight for St. Genevieve over the crosstown rivals, Valle Catholic. And hard-fought game. Wasn't the prettiest game a lot of times, but all the kids on both sides played hard, and it was a fun game to watch. And this is a good win for St. Gen going into tomorrow night. Big conference showdown with Farmington, and with the conference and district tournaments right around the corner.
Yeah, it was a well-fought contest. Both teams go home quick tonight and have to regroup for their match tomorrow.
Whew. Got a little wore out there in those last couple points.
Yeah. Well, we kind of thought that St. Gen might come out a little anxious to begin with being senior night and everything, but the mark of a good team is you regroup after that first set and get your game going. And early on, it looked like Valle was clearly the better team, but the last two sets, I think St. Gen showed what they can do.
And looks like we got the seniors gathered out on the court right now, and the senior volleyball players in the middle, the senior students around the outside, and the underclassmen up here on the floor, and they're going to sing Loyal and True, and we'll let you listen in. Okay, so that's the singing of the alma mater, Loyal and True, and it's always good to hear that after a victory, and especially a senior night victory where those girls can kind of be the center of attention one last time in the Peggy J. Johnson Auditorium, and it's a bittersweet moment for them. I know they're on cloud nine after a big win, but at the same time, they know after the singing of that song, that's the last time they're going to play competitive volleyball on this court, and it's like I said, it's bittersweet.
Yeah, it always is, but it's part of the high school process.
Yeah, the lessons they learn through their 4 years playing volleyball and all through school, for that matter, is that stuff they'll take with them for the rest of their life, and I'm sure they'll cherish these memories.
Yep, there's no doubt about that. Great atmosphere, great way to win your last home game as a senior in front of a great crowd. It just really doesn't get much better.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and Dennis, I thank you for being a part of it. You've seen the game from a lot of different angles. You've been doing some reffing this year, and you coached many years on the sidelines, and we're glad to have you up here, and it's been an honor to be beside you and work with you a little bit tonight, and sorry I had to pull you out of retirement.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Thanks a lot.
All right. And that's Dennis Drum, who was gracious enough to come join us today. We thank him for that, and he's still a part of the St. Gen family, that's for sure, and he's passed this torch on to Coach Jess Hess, who's going to join us here in a minute, and Coach Hess has done a great job filling in, but we have quite a lineage of volleyball coaches here at St. Genevieve, and Jess Hess is the next on the list, and she's off to a great start. She's won a lot of games in her first 2 seasons here. And now you see Coach Drums over there talking to Tisha Meyer, a former player, and to see the bond that these kids have with their former coaches, it's a special thing. So as we wait for Coach Hess, the players are down there. We got a big old huddle group down there, so it may take her a while to get here, but We are going to try to bring you the football game this Friday. We are not sure if we're going to be able to do that. It is an away game. We never know what we're going to get with those games because of the coverage area. We're going to be at DeSoto, which is out of the Big River coverage zone, so we're not sure what they have for us up there, but we're going to try to get that game to you. The volleyball team, as we mentioned, goes to Farmington tomorrow. They have no rest. They've had a long week last week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. They had Spirit Night on Wednesday night. They had homecoming festivities Friday and Saturday. Hopefully a day of rest yesterday. And they were back at it today in a very emotional game against a crosstown rival. And tomorrow they go again against a big conference rival. So we got Coach Hess up here. She's going to join us here for a few moments. We won't take too much of her time. I know she's got another interview to get to. So she's getting a big hug from her predecessor, Coach Drum. And well, Coach Hess, congratulations. Big win out there tonight.
Yes, thank you. It was a great game. The girls really put out a lot of effort tonight, and, I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah, they really played hard. The first set, a little sloppy, had some missed serves, missed some passes, but I think had a couple communication problems. But overall, in the second and third set, I thought they played extremely hard. The defense really kind of came together there in the second set and kind of got back on track. And once we got the momentum, we kind of kept control.
Yeah, we really played well the first set. We played tight, stiff, we're reacting to their ball, their balls hit at us. We were just playing very tight and reactive. I told them that's not how we play. We got to anticipate that ball, get to that ball, and play your game.
Yeah, it's always tough on these rivalry games, and plus you add senior night on top of that. You got a lot of nerves, a lot of jitters. The kids want to do well. They got a big crowd in the house, and they want to play well, but sometimes they put a little too much pressure on themselves, and it takes a little while for them to settle in.
Yeah, tonight is a lot of pressure. I mean, this gym is packed. It's hot here, and, they really brought their effort all out.
Yeah, it's good to see. You look down on the floor right now, we got kids from both schools posing for a picture, and it's always fun to see this game and how the community comes together and they compete in the stands and they compete on the court, but at the same time, when the game's over, it's all about the community and it's all about coming back together. So.
Yeah, it was a great crowd tonight, great spirit crowd. Our faculty was out here tonight. I appreciate all their support. Overall it was a great night, and, I couldn't be prouder. Well, you got Farmington tomorrow, and that's a big conference matchup for you guys. I think if you win that game, you get a share of the conference title. Is that correct? No. That's not correct. No. So Coach Drum was wrong. Yeah. I thought, but North County beat Farmington, so North County will win the conference, right. But the seeding doesn't necessarily go by the conference standings, so right. Still a chance to fight for a top seed or at least one of the top seeds. And right. we wish you the best of luck. And I know you got another interview to do down there, so I'll let you get going without any further ado. And congratulations on a huge win here tonight. And congratulations on a good season. Good luck going forward. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. That's Coach Hess. And she brings St. John to a 15-4-3 record. And another win over a quality opponent. Again, we want to thank Coach Drum for being here with us. It's always nice to have somebody with his resume and his knowledge of the game to come up here and spread that wisdom. And we enjoyed bringing you this game. So, like I said, we will try to get to you Friday with the football game. And until then, we'll sign off.